What's going on, Random Nation? Random here, and welcome back to the countdown to Black Ops 2. Today is day 14, and we're going to be talking all about the confirmed multiplayer maps in Black Ops 2. So this is from day 1 starting off. So there are 14 maps, all in all, 15 if you include Nuketown 2025, but there's 14 that the game comes with. Now, a little bit about the gameplay, actually. This is in the competitive playlist, and I'm not going to spoil it for you guys, but it's a really, really competitive, close game, and I had a lot of fun playing it, so I hope you guys enjoy it. So let's get right into it. So the first map we have here is Standoff. So Standoff is a border town between China and Kyrgyzstan? I don't even know, man. But it has classic engagements and destinations to fight over, so that's pretty cool. So if you look at all these pictures, it says that this is in the dev playlist or whatever. These are the maps that we haven't really seen too much gameplay of. In the standard maps, there's going to be 4 of them, which is what we've seen from Gamescom's, Yemen Turbine. I can't remember the other 2, but these are all legit maps, I promise you. So let's get right into the next one here, which is Raid. So in this map, you get to fight through this hillside mansion in the Hollywood Hills. Hectic close quarter engagement, so that sounds pretty awesome. From what I've seen, most of the maps look pretty fast-paced, and they're all small to medium-sized maps, excepting for maybe Turbine. That's that map with the windmills and stuff on it. That map looks actually like it's really, really big, but apparently it plays small, so we'll have to see. So the next map we have here is Promenade. It's a floating resort in the middle of the Indian Ocean with tight corners and angles throughout. So again, maybe a close quarters SMG shotgun sort of map, since there's tight corners. Next we have Plaza. It's a rundown section of Panama with great close quarters engagements and tough choke points to fight over. So again, all these maps look really, really interesting. Here we have Overflow. It's in Peshawar, Pakistan. Great urban engagements in the flooded streets. So I don't know if this map reminds you of anything, but for me, this reminds me of that Modern Warfare 2 map. I forget what it's called. Maybe, shoot, I don't even remember what it's called, but hopefully you guys know what I'm talking about. It really reminds me of that map from Modern Warfare 2. So yeah. Here we have Meltdown. It's a Pakistan nuclear power plant, battle for control of the nuclear cooling tower and the surrounding facilities. So, I don't know, this kind of sounds like a Ray, because that had that little round dome in the center of the map that everyone fought over, so maybe this is somewhere along the same lines, something like that. Here we have Hijacked, which we have seen a lot of gameplay of. I know that the community day over at Treyarch headquarters where, Hutch, C9ers, T. Martin, those guys were invited to play. They got to play this map, and it's a luxurious super yacht, frantic yet controlled close quarters engagement. So this map looks really, really cool. It's sort of like the next maybe Summit, that kind of size of map. Not as small as Nuketown, but a medium-sized map, which it looks really, really awesome. And next we have Express. This is a Los Angeles bullet train station. Good long to medium engagements up and down the bullet train tracks. So it looks like there's going to be some open parts and maybe some flanking routes to get around to cut off the snipers and whatever. Next we have Drone. It's a hidden drone facility in the heart of Myanmar, in the heart of the Myanmar jungles. Great long engagements down the center, fun close quarter fights through the facility. So this looks, from the description, looks like a really overall well-balanced map, which looks really interesting. Then over here we have Carrier. It's a Chinese super carrier, go China, with open engagements on the deck with great close quarter fights through the hull. So, yeah. So getting over here to the maps that we already have seen gameplay of, we have Yemen, urban streets of Yemen, tight alleys, and close quarter engagements. This map looks pretty good. We have Turbine. This is what I was talking about. It's a wind farm in the steep hills of Yemen. Fight across the different tiers and angles. Cargo, Port of Singapore, good for close quarters engagements and verticality. There's a lot of buildings on this map, and you can get into the cargo crates and stuff like that. And then lastly, for our last map, we have Aftermath. It's downtown Los Angeles with close engagements in and out of the fallout of drone attacks. So let's get into what I think about Call of Duty maps in general. So I was a huge fan of most of the Black Ops maps. The spawns were pretty good. There was no panic spawning, as you could say, or basically, the revenge spawn system in Modern Warfare 3, where if you kill a guy, he'll basically just spawn right up your ass. There was none of that in Black Ops, really. And I think a lot of that had to do with map design, just where the spawns were. It was great. I enjoyed thoroughly I want to say maybe 80% of all the maps in Black Ops. Just I did not enjoy Hanoi or Array, and that was about it. I think there might have been another map, or the Crisis. I did not like that map either. But Modern Warfare 3, I find myself hating every single map in that game. I don't know what it was about it. I don't know. Everything just seemed washed out, sort of. Not so much as Black Ops where all the colors are dull, but it just seems like it was really saturated down, stuff like that, and I did not enjoy it one bit. The map's designs I thought were honestly pretty awful. You know, there was a lot of choke pointy parts, you know, even though they got rid of most of the power positions, there were just lots of choke points and places for you to, you know, just hold down an area where people would just funnel through. I can think of Arcaden, where you just basically stay in the middle of that map where the escalators are and they just spawn down below. You know, there were a lot of lopsided maps. What was the other one? It was the one Mission. They had the upper spawn and the lower spawn, and there was clearly a favorite spawn over on that map, and that did not seem to be the case for Black Ops. So I'm hoping it's going to be more like Black Ops maps. I know Treyarch, in my opinion, does a really good job of balancing maps and spawns and sides and stuff like that in their games. World at War also had really good maps, but I'm hoping that the DLC maps are also going to be good and playable, and I'm going to want to play them, because I have yet to have one DLC map that I've enjoyed playing. I honestly cannot think of anything that comes to mind that I enjoyed. Usually the maps that come on the game are the best maps, and the DLC maps aren't that great, but hopefully Treyarch can prove me wrong. So anyways, this game is winding down here. I thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys missed yesterday's video, I know the sub boxes are kind of broken, so the link to that will be annotation on screen right now. So yeah, guys, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, share it with your friends, and as always, peace and butt sex.